I'm Eric. I'm the tripping director here at Camp Villawood, and I'm going to be describing some of the things that you might need as a camper to go on to a canoe trip. So these are things that you can bring with you and have ready to go every time. So to start off, you're going to need a pack. Now, I like something like this. This is a big granite gear. This is a portage sack pretty much. Not a backpacking backpack. These are a little bit different. They're made more for river travel. So this one is really big, anywhere from about 70 liters, 70, 80 liters. That's a big pack. You're gonna be able to fit everything you need into it. You could even go 60 and probably be fine. So you've got everything that you need can go inside of here. Now, this one is not waterproof on the outside. They make ones that are waterproof that are pretty cool, that are in a material somewhat like this, pretty much just plastic. Now, this one, we're gonna have to line because it's not waterproof. So this is where the gear gets really simple. Trash bags. Trash bags, really great. You just take your trash bag, you throw it in your pack just like that. You can do 2 of them, and then you just load everything inside of there. It keeps it nice and waterproof inside. You twist it at the top and stuff it down. So your pack is important because that's where all your gear is going to be carried in. So it's good to get a good one. Seal Line makes a really nice one that's made out of that plastic material, and Granite Gear makes some excellent gear as well. This one is pretty sturdy and nice. It'll hold up under some pretty tough conditions. Now, what's going to go into that pack? That's important too. Into the bottom of the pack, all the way down here, is going to be one of your essentials, your sleeping bag. Now, this is one type of sleeping bag. This is a synthetic sleeping bag, okay? It's a mummy bag. The idea is that you want to be able to stay warm when you're wet or if you're not wet, because sometimes water still seeps in. Now, synthetic, the nice thing about it, it's going to stay warm even if it's wet. It's not going to be as warm as if it was dry, but it's going to keep you warm still. Now, the other type is a down bag, goose down. Down is great. It packs small, it's light, but the only thing is, it gets wet, it's worthless. You aren't going to be able to use it. And so when you're traveling on a river, it's kind of a better idea to have a synthetic bag. And this packs pretty small still. And I put it in one of these. This is also a dry bag. This is a different type of dry bag made out of nylon. And this one has cinch straps on it that you can really tighten it down, because I like to get my sleeping bag as small as I can. So when I'm packing it, I just stuff it in there. And then it rolls down from the top. You roll it down, you take the cinch strap, tighten it down really good, and then I can get mine to about that big, okay? And that is going to be a basic. North Face, Marmot, Sierra Designs, all make incredibly good sleeping bags. I think Mountain Hardwear also has some good ones. When you're getting your sleeping bag, you also want to make sure that you get one that's an appropriate temperature rating for what you're going to be doing. Typically, around a 20-degree bag is really great. Now, when it says 20 degrees, it means you can survive in 20-degree weather. Maybe you want a little more comfort. So if you go down a little bit, maybe a 10-degree bag, then you can have a little bit more comfort if you like sleeping a little bit warmer. This one is a 20-degree bag, -7 Celsius, and it's worked out pretty good for me. So that's going to be your basis, going into the bottom of your pack. Next, your clothing. What clothing are you going to want to wear on a trip? Clothing is very important because it is your shelter, and shelter is critical. So what I wear these pants made out of a quick dry material. Pants or shorts made out of quick dry. I like wearing pants because up here the bugs can get a little bad, and I like to keep my legs covered so that I don't have to be swatting at mosquitoes. So I wear a nice pair of quick dry pants so that if they get wet, I'm good and I can cover my legs. Next, I wear, same thing, a quick dry, very loose fitting long sleeve shirt with the sleeves can roll up. And I like that because I can then stay cool during the day, but at night I just roll those sleeves down and I'm keeping bug free and dry because my shirt is drying very quickly. Now if you're wanting to stay warm, really good base layer to have is something made of wool. This is my wool long underwear. This is going to keep me warm, and the nice thing about wool is it's like synthetic sleeping bags. It will stay warm. We don't want to wear cotton. We don't want to bring cotton. Cotton, when it gets wet, will just get cold. So I wear wool. And then on that, I have a fleece. This is my medium fleece. Now fleece is also great because just like it's a synthetic material, and just like sleeping bags, it will also stay warm when wet. Then wool socks. You gotta have a good pair of wool socks to keep blisters from happening on your feet, and also they're not cotton, so when they get wet, they won't get cold. They will stay nice and warm. And that is all gonna get waterproofed. I know I'm putting it into an already waterproofed area, but I want to waterproof it again. So I like to use Ziploc gallon bags. And you just open them up, you put all your stuff in there, and then you suck that air out, fold it down, put those next. I usually put them into another stuff sack or a dry bag, kind of like this one, the size that is just right for the amount of clothes that I have. You don't need a lot because you're probably going to end up wearing the same clothes the whole time. And then on my feet, my boots. I have the Red Wing, I think they're the 877s. Yes, they are the 877s. These are Red Wing leather, all leather boots. You can pretty much trudge through anything in them. They're great. And they'll last forever if you take care of them. We've got our clothes, we've got our sleeping bag. Now, let's talk about sleeping time as well. We've got your sleeping mat. Now, I really like a blow-up inflatable sleeping mat that, you know, it packs down incredibly small. Mine fits into this bag right here, and I can make it about half of that. It's really great. This is a Big Agnes AirCore Ultra. Really great. I really enjoy this pad. Blows up to about that thick, and it keeps me very nice, and it also insulates you from the ground so that, well, you're not getting cold at night, from the ground side at least. So I'm going to roll that up. I'm probably going to put that in a plastic bag as well, and I'm going to throw that into my lined bag. Then another essential that you want to have is your rain gear. Now I have a Gore-Tex REI jacket. Very good jacket. Gore-Tex is one of the best. It lasts a really long time and it keeps you dry. It's one of the only truly waterproof materials for rain jackets. So you want to make sure that your rain jacket is in there, but I'm going to put it on the top or in the brain of my pack so that it's easily accessible so I can get it out. And then rain pants. Really great for when you're duffing in a canoe and you're just sitting there and it might be a cold day and you're not really moving much. Rain pants can keep you dry and they can also help keep you warm. Nice little thing to have. Then, important water. Now I carry 2 liters of water and I carry them in Nalgene brand water bottles. I use Nalgene brand water bottles because I know that they're a liter, I know that they're strong, they're tough, and they are the only water bottle that can hold up to boiling water and not melt. And that's pretty important. If you run out of purifier or your filter breaks, your boiling water to purify it, putting it in here, Nalgene's the only thing that are going to withstand that. They're uniform, they're easy, and they're pretty cheap. I really like this, and I have 2 of them, so that when one goes empty, pull out the other one while I fill this one. Now, stuff sacks or dry bags, you can get both. I really like the Sea to Summit ones. These are really nice. They come in, this one's more of a material, as this one is plastic. Both work really great, but you want to get more of the medium to heavier duty if you get the material, because they'll last longer and stay more waterproof. These are really great. They come in different sizes. It's good to get maybe this variety, okay? We're going from 5 liters to 8 liters to 20 liters. Really great for attaching to a gunnel. Sea to Summit, our Seal line also makes incredibly good of those. Now, your PFD, your personal flotation device. You always want to have a really good PFD because that's an essential piece of safety when in the boat. Here's a good style one, okay? Zips around the front, comes up, has a little hidden buckle down here. You strap it, you tighten it down. These ones are pretty good. The ones with the flap, here and there, but without it, I like these. My other one is out on a trip, but it's an NRS, I believe the Ninja. It's the NRS Ninja, and it's a really great PFD. Clips on the side, slips over the head. It's unobtrusive. You want to get something that when you move your arms like this, or in a motion where you're going to be paddling, you're not rubbing up against your PFD, because that can rub into your arms and it can also get really annoying. So you want to make sure that you get a low profile PFD so that your arms aren't rubbing up against it when you're paddling. Now, at night, I really like the Lucy Light. Very simple. It's solar powered, lasts for 7 hours on a charge. It's got 3 different settings, you know, and this packs down to this. That's pretty good. They're about 20 bucks. I love my Lucy Light. Works great for at night. Also, a headlamp. A headlamp is also an essential for at nighttime, because when you're moving around outside of the tent, you want to be able to have something that you can throw on your head and actually move around the campsite, and especially with a red light, because bugs aren't attracted to the red light. Then I like to buy a small throw rope. This is just a Northwater throw rope. Opens up, it's got a rope inside. These are typically used for whitewater rescue, but I really like it because I can use it for a ton of different things. I can use it as a bear hang, I can use it as a let me down rope on my canoe, I can use it as a clothesline, I can use it to hang up a tarp, because there's enough line in here for all of that. And it packs down to something this size, has a clip, you can clip it onto the boat. So a good throw rope for your let me down rope is, I think, an essential. Then, something else, your bowl and your spoon. Some people like having a plate, a bowl, a cup, all these various accoutrements. I really just enjoy the simple bowl and the simple titanium spork. Really easy. I've got my spoon fork right here, and everything fits in my bowl no matter what it is. Really easy, light. I don't have a bunch of parts. Bowl and spoon are an essential to have. And then here's another thing that is an essential and an important piece of the gear that you should have. I really like having my own tent, because if I have my own tent, it means that I can take care of it and that I know it's gonna work because I'm taking care of it. So this is one of our tripping tents that we have here for the program. This is an MSR tent. It's a dome style tent, okay? That way, these are some of the much better tents. A-frames get a little wonky, but domes are really nice. You get a lot of head space, a lot of room around you, and they're usually pretty cheap. Especially some of the REI ones. The Half Dome is a great tent, and it's pretty cheap. Now this one has a really nice rain fly here. It's got vestibules that come out the front so that I can put my pack underneath here and it stays dry in the rain. And then you've got a good door that's big enough for you to get in when you're trying to swat at some mosquitoes at the same time, opens up all the way. And this is a 3-man tent, but everything is for 3 and a dog. So you can fit 4 people in there. There's that much space. They're great tents to have, and I suggest having your own, because then you know it's gonna work every time.